Hello, all you fair to partly cloudy people out there. Balagan here from the Knights of Respawn, and welcome to ARK Survival Evolved on the PlayStation 4. I should say welcome back, but I want to do something a little different. So, today, I think we're going to start on a new type of series, and I am going to title it, How to ARK. That's right. So, I've been playing survival games for quite some time now. Honestly, not very long, just about 2 years maybe. But still, really enjoy survival games. Really enjoy Ark Survival as a survival game. I've really had so much fun playing it, and I thought it might be nice just to kind of do my own take on just some how-to tips on Ark. And so this first video is going to be mostly on, you just woke up in Ark, now what do you do? You know? It's like, hey, I just woke up, I just scratched my arm. Well, now what am I supposed to do? Because, I mean, I'm up, and I'm naked, and there's dinosaurs everywhere, and what am I supposed to do? And let me tell you, the first thing you are supposed to do is punch a tree. No joke, the way this game is set up, you wake up, you find the nearest tree, and you punch it. I know, you'd normally... Look at that, I already got a level. Normally, it's like you're thinking to yourself, this is a survival game. I need water, I need food. And the truth is, you're gonna die. That's just it. That's the bottom line. With this game, you are going to die. You're gonna die a lot. The first thing I want to let you know with Ark, apart from, tip number one, wake up, punch a tree. Tip number two, oh, look at that shark. Oh, that is cool. Tip number two, keep your cool. Alright, this is one of those kind of games that is set up to beat you down. It's set up for you to fail. Everything on this island wants to kill you. So don't get upset when you die, because it's going to happen. Alright, real quick. This is what's known as a loot drop. I'm throwing a lot of information at you. These things fall all throughout the island. There's different colored ones. The different colored ones will show you, will require different levels. See the green one, level 15. I can't open it. But I figured I'd explain what that was while I was here. So, again, the first things you want to do, punch a tree, remember that you're going to die, and then pick up some rocks. Now, we woke up, we punched a tree, we picked up some rocks. These are berry bushes. You actually can walk up to them and hold the gather button, which for PC I believe is E, and for PlayStation is triangle. I'm on the PlayStation 4, so I don't know what the Xbox button is, but I'm sure it's something similar. And you can hold the button down over the bush, and you'll just auto-gather until the bush, disappears. Same thing with punching your tree. You can walk up to your tree, you can hold down the attack button, and you'll just punch until the tree falls down or until you die. Now, if you notice, I'm losing health each time I punch this tree, because naturally, punching a tree hurts. So you want to be mindful of that. Don't just go crazy punching every tree you see, because there's a chance you'll die. Also, this game has predators, and it also has herbivores. You see, like the dodo, they're herbivores. They're not going to fight me. I can punch it. It's just going to run from me. But I can also see further up the island was a Dilophosaurus, and I don't want to mess with him. I spawned in one of the easy zones, so we could talk a little bit. That's about it. So, I mean, that's kind of what we're doing right now. We're just sort of talking. So, we woke up, we punched a tree, took a deep breath. We remember the island wants to kill us. The next thing we're going to do, not hit that button, is we want to go into our menu, because we just got a level. So, for the PlayStation, the menu button is the O, letter O. And you'll see here on the left-hand side is all of our inventory. These things here, they're item skins. Don't worry about those. We'll just drop those. We don't need them. What I want to focus on is these things here. This is all the stuff we've gathered so far. So here's all of our berries. Don't eat the black ones. They will knock you out. And here's all of our... We'll talk about those in a later episode. And here's all the stuff we've gathered. Now, if you look here in the middle, This is our equipment, so this is where you can place your equipment. You get, like an RPG or so. You have a helmet for your head, clothing for your torso, your legs, your feet. Now, everything in here we have to craft. So to craft, we have to learn how to, we have to learn things. So we've gained 2 levels. We want to put those in our stats. Now the stats are pretty straightforward. Put a point in health, you're going to gain hit points. Put a point in stamina, you're going to gain stamina. So forth and so on, all the way down until we get to crafting skill. Now crafting skill is going to be a little bit different because crafting skill is a stat that increases the chances of you building a better item from a blueprint. And there are blueprints on how to build items located throughout the map. You don't, you just find them in treasure chests and in caves and in loot drops sometimes. And that's what the crafting skill does. So it's not really something I would say for a beginner player to put points in. Honestly, this is going to be something for your personal preference. Also, fortitude will increase your survivability. It'll make it to where you can survive better in hot and cold temperatures. It'll make it to where your food and water drop a little bit slower. So fortitude's pretty good to have as well. Me personally, I like to do movement speed for the first little bit, but that's just because I like to outrun the things that want to kill me. Now once you put a point in your base stat, it's going to take you to this page. Now this page are your Engrams. Your Engrams are the things that you can learn how to build. So right now what we know how to build is notes to write, paper to write notes on. We can build a stone pickaxe and we can build a torch. Now when you hover over the stone pickaxe, you can see it right there to the right where it says crafting requirements. It takes 1 piece of stone, 10 thatch, and 1 wood. And that's why I was saying wake up, punch a tree, pick up a stone, because that's how you're going to be able to make your pickaxe. And then now that we've gained 2 levels, we can unlock any of these. Now we can't unlock all of them because we only get so many Engram points. So if you see down at the bottom right hand corner where it says points available, or bottom left hand corner where it says points available, that's how many points we have. So we have 16 points we can spend, and we have way more than 16 points here available. So this is where we have to choose what we want. So I'm going to say, for sure, beginning, you're going to want a campfire, because that's how you're going to be able to cook yourself some food, unless you plan on eating berries the whole time. We're going to need an axe, because different tools gather more of a certain resource, and we'll discuss that here in a little bit. I like to have spears, because I'm going to use those to try to kill any dino that attacks me, and then we're going to want clothing. I'm going to go with hat, shirt, and we'll go with pants later. We're going to walk around pantless for a little while. Now, we've learned all these things. How do we build them? So we hit O again, and then if you hit the L1 button on your controller in the PlayStation 4, or if you have if you're on the PC, you can just use a mouse and click that folder option here at the top. You can actually click inventory, crafting. You can see the things that we have, the things that you have the resources to be able to build are lit up white. And so we can make, right here, a pickaxe in our crafting menu. So if you go ahead and double tap X, you'll make a pickaxe. Boom. And then we'll go ahead and double tap X and make ourselves a hat too. Now, pop back over to our inventory, and here is that axe, our pickaxe. So we'll go ahead and equip that to our 1 slot. We will go ahead and put this hat on. You can do so just by, clicking on it, or, double tapping X, or even hitting R2 to activate it. So then pull out our pickaxe. Now the pickaxe is really good at gathering thatch if you hit a tree. So we can hit that and we get more thatch than we do wood if we use the pickaxe. It's also very good at gathering flint, which is something that we need. So we're going to hit this rock a few times, get us some flint. And oh, look at that, we got a level off of it. So we got us some flint. Now let's look and see. Let's hit the wrong button again. Let's pull up our menu. Let's pop over to crafting. And look, now we can build ourselves a axe. Let's make an axe. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a couple spears. Now, what we could do too is you can hit triangle, and when you hit triangle on your PlayStation controller, it'll go ahead and make all that it can make of that. Or you could hit square and craft, 5 at a time. Right now we can only make 1 spear, so it doesn't really matter. Spears break real easy. It'll be nice to get more of those. So let's go ahead and pop over. Let's go ahead and equip our axe on up. I like to make my spear face down on the down part of the D-pad, Now you'll notice too, in our, well, hello turtle. Turtle, why are you a level 1? I have the difficulty dialed up to max. You know, I'll figure that out later. So you'll notice there's this little green bar at the bottom of all of these berries. That's because this game has spoilage timers. You can see down here at the bottom, I don't have a mouse pointer so I can't point to it, but down at the bottom of the tooltip it says spoil time, and it's 1 minute 46 seconds. That is how long until one item in that stack will spoil. So they say that I have 10 of these Mejo berries. When 1 minute and 30 seconds passes by, I'll have 9 Mejo berries. And so it's something to bear in mind that, you know, the items that you have, they are spoiling. And so it's important to keep an eye on your food and water. I know I haven't said that yet, but go ahead and eat something. You can see your food a few ways. We'll go ahead and drop these. You can see your food a few ways. Well, one's going to be right here in this menu. Right here, where I have highlighted, that's your food. That's how much food you have. There's your water. You see we're about to have dehydration. With this game, it's pretty easy. You just step over to the water, hit triangle, and you'll drink some. Boom. We got water. So that's not too bad. And then we'll pick up a few rocks here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, and let's see, gather some stuff here. And so, honestly, that is, that's about all the time we have, and that's about all that we can share for the first episode of How to Ark. Just, the first tip, you know, it's, what do you do when you first wake up? You know, we want to try to build a campfire real quick. How about that? Can we? Yeah, we can. So with a campfire, you'd build it and then you place it. So, like I say, I'm building it in my crafting menu. It pops over here, and then if you double click it, it'll go into your hotbar, and then anywhere you can place it, it's going to light up green. Then boom, there it is. Now the interesting thing about campfires, and I've talked to you a little bit about the axe here. The axe, I'm going to go. The campfires, they have to be fed. You see how I have the campfire, but it won't light? You actually have to feed it with fuel. So the axe, it gathers more wood than it does thatch. So you see the difference? We have our pickaxe, boom, we're getting tons of thatch and not much wood. We have our axe, and we're getting tons of wood and not much thatch. So that's something to bear in mind. The different tools gather different materials, I guess you could say. You can hit square, and it'll access your campfire. Throw your wood in there. Wood will burn, and it leaves charcoal. Thatch will burn, and it leaves nothing at all behind. So just, you know, something you can bear in mind. I don't really care whether I leave charcoal or not. There's your campfire. You can light it, you can put it out, and it will cost it will cost you material to use. And let me look here. Let's go ahead and level up real quick. Again, I'm gonna do movement speed just for a little while, just because I want to be able to run from stuff. We have six Engram points. I am only going to learn the water skin because, I mean, I need to learn it to learn something else. And I gained another level just standing here. I'll go ahead and put another point in movement speed. I don't want to put a huge amount of movement speed, but alright, so let's start learning basic structures. We'll talk about that the next episode, though. So, basically, a recap, what we talked about is you first wake up, first thing you do, you want to punch a tree. Get your materials going. Gathering materials gains you experience. You want to start looking for food. Right now, early game, the best food you're going to be able to come across is going to be berries. You want to run through these bushes gathering berries. Now, be in mind, you know, I want you to remember this is a survival game and this island is out to get you. I have been very fortunate that something has not come and killed me yet, because to be fully honest, even in the easy zones, even in the quote-unquote safe zones, you can still die fast. So that is all the time we have today. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you had as much... Oh, I just pooped. I hope you had as much fun watching the video as I had making it. And if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, any ideas, anything you want me to cover in the future, if you're even interested in having a series about like this, feel free to let your voice be heard down at the round table below. If you liked the video, feel free to leave a like. As always, I hope you guys have a positive week. I'll see you in the next video, and God bless.